Hello and welcome back to another beautiful day in the world of Forager. So last time I remembered that we just went on ahead and got whatever was in that treasure chest. And we are currently trying to, first of all, turn the music a little bit up for me, get the 1000 coins for the ferry here, so that we get a little goodie out of that. But we're also currently trying to get whatever materials we can. Sorry, Chimkin, I did not necessarily mean to hit you. But we're also trying to get as many resources as possible, so that we can expand our empire. And I have decided that right now, where everything is kind of not limited, we don't have as much going for us as I would love to, I'm gonna not give anything to the museum, because it's just gonna take away resources that we need right now for other stuff. So the idea now is we're just gonna grab whatever we can, we're gonna build ourselves up. We're gonna go with the same strategy in terms of energy and hunger that we've gone with the whole time, which means I'm just gonna eat those things. And we're just gonna take the hits in terms of energy at the moment. I'm wondering right now, because I don't know, if we take a look in terms of buildings, what do we have available? We have the fish traps. In terms of industry, forge the sewing station, which we have yet to do. So maybe we go and build that as well, because we definitely could use whatever we get out of the sewing station. So we need some bricks and we need one more cotton. So how about we should eat? How about we get that? And there's something else that I definitely want to start and get, but it just still takes a little bit of time before we get that. So let's make ourselves... How many bricks do we need actually? Let's just take a quick look. We need for the sewing station 4 bricks. I think that's everything that we can do right now. 4 bricks, let's go. And the question as well that I have going right now is... Ow. But again, as long as you have the amount of fish, then we're good. And we have so many fish, and I honestly plan on putting... Well, do we need more fish traps? We have so many going for us right now. Definitely could place down a few more fish traps. Need to be careful not to hit them accidentally. Oh, cow! Anyway, we have what we need now, so let's go and build ourselves the sewing station. I'm gonna be so free and build that one right there. That's gonna be fine. In terms of economy, I know that we can make the vault and we can make a bank. For that we need steel and a lot of gold and bricks. So we need more rocks, period, to actually do something with that. And I would appreciate having a little bit more rocks. I would also appreciate having more coal overall. I would also appreciate not having to deal with always having to pick up the stuff in the traps. But we might just be in luck. Let's see where our skills are. So we can go for cooking, the mining, rocks drop, 40% more resources, which is not a bad thing. I don't care about anything else here. Farming maybe, alchemy is not really interesting. Logs leather, sewing station. Let's go for the carpentry. Let's go for carpentry here. Structures cost less and we unlock a carpentry station. Because masonry unlocks mason table, whereas here structures cost less brick. Like there's overall so much stuff that we can and will need. So we need gold and iron for that. So let's, much iron as we can make, let's do that. And we're still looking really sad in terms of everything else, I wanna say. Didn't mean to pick up the flowers there. It's good that we have so many animals with us now though. Oh, rocks, that's good, we need those. We need those. And, oh, inventory is full? Not anymore. Stupid slime. Oh wait, we have full inventory. We have those things. Nobody cares about that. We also have the flour that we're not needing right now. We have a lot of berries, to which I said we could go and just use them. Don't have a lot of coal. If I make more coal out of that... Okay, let's just burn all of the stuff that we have into coal. Because we need the coal resources. We're running a bit too low on everything there. Okay, there we go. Let's go. I have so much fish. Okay, let's just take a quick look. Because I want to build the bank so that we have that. So I need 10 gold and 1 steel. So first thing, let's make 1 steel. Don't need anything else, we're gonna be fine. I'm gonna leave my fish traps for the moment because I have so much fish with me, period. It feels more like a hassle to have all of that right now. The one thing that I definitely will need, however, is as many trees as possible because I'm not getting coal as fast as possible. Because we don't have a lot of coal drops. Which I think we should go for the mineral drops so that we get more resources out of everything. So once we really hit level 11, we're definitely gonna go for that because we need more resources, like desperately, because we have some slow growth here right now. So we have that. In terms of economy, we need 20 brick and 10 gold. I'm not sure I can. Max is 7 right now. Here is 14, that's because of the coal though. So let's max out that. We'll just continue on grabbing the wood, because that's what we were gonna do anyways. I realized I never showed you what the sewing station can do, so we can make some thread out of the fibers here. So let's just start that process up as well. Because we will need thread eventually, and let's just eat that before we just lose health here. I picked up a flower again. So it's never a bad idea to have just that process going as well. There's some stuff where I'm like, we're gonna make them like infinite eventually, but we're not there yet. Okay, good. There we go. That's the level up that I was waiting for. So, and I said we're gonna go for more resources and 40% more minerals. And structures cost less brick. The brick is a nice thing. We're gonna go for more resources out of everything. That's important. And I wonder, yeah, geology. All rocks drop coal. That's the next one I'm gonna go for before I'm gonna focus down industry heavily. Once we're done with that, we're gonna focus industry down a lot. Because we have the things that I deem necessary right now from the other things, and at that point I feel like we're good to go. But see how much more stuff we're getting out of everything now. And we've been bottlenecked by the resources a lot. Coal is especially one of the things that has bottlenecked us a lot, because we always needed to cut down the trees as well. With that now no longer being that big of a... Well, eventually, once we get the next level up, no longer being that big of a deal, we're gonna be fine. I'm still debating on whether or not I need more fish traps or not. I mean, I personally think that what we have going is more than enough. Because honestly, they produce constant food for us. And once we are at the point where I wanna be with the skills and everything, because right now skills are still not 100% at the level that I want them to be, and all of the automation stuff is not 100% where it needs to be. How much coal do I have? 11. And I need 20 gold. So let's just burn down as much wood as we can, because we will need that. Because I want to have a bank now, because we are still early enough in the game that a bank will eventually just really boost our economy so high up. But then I think I also need a little bit more gold. But yeah, I'll see you once we have the resources and everything gathered. Oh. First of all, discard that. Now we have an emerald. Not bad. I definitely need to build some storage. That's gonna be an important thing here as well. Don't worry about that yet though. That's gonna come once we have the bank. One of the many banks that I plan on having. I cannot have the fibers? Oh, come on. I mean, we have the poop, which seems unnecessary, but yeah, we will need it. Actually, I can eat the egg. There we go. Just let the chickens live and run around. Eat the eggs. And don't kill indiscriminately. We definitely need more inventory spots. So storage is necessary. Yep, we have the coal. I cannot collect it. Do I not have inventory spot? Oh, come on, game. No, not buying land. Sorry. There we go. Now we can do that. So now we need 20 gold. So let's see how much we can do. 15 only. Gosh dang it. We're still a little bit too far away. Well, anyway, I'll see you once we have the 20 gold so that we can make the bank. If we hit the level up beforehand. Either one. Okay, first of all, fairy. And secondly, ow! Boar! No need to run into me twice! Ow, ow. Good thing I have so many resources. Inventory is still full. You know what? Let's discard that. And now I just need to look around and find some gold. So that I can get the last bit there. Like, that's gonna be so useful once we have that. But we're also close to the level up. So it's gonna be good. And momentarily. There we go, nice. Now we can go. Again, as I said, I'm gonna focus on one more thing here, and that's geology. All rocks drop coal. And bang, coal will not be a problem anymore. Protecting. Rocks have 10% more chance of dropping gems and increase the chance of finding rare items when digging by 30%. Prospecting, not protecting. Is a good thing. We're gonna ignore that for the moment. We're gonna go up towards craftsmanship and masonry probably. Also, just remember that we actually have the carpentry station, which needs bricks. We're gonna focus on that once we get there. I wanna do something else though. Something that I find useful. That just takes stone, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and have one of these stations right here. And I'm gonna tell that station in specific to do one thing and one thing only. Because we can set crafting things to infinite. And since we have infinite coal now, basically, I'm gonna tell you to make infinite fish. That way, my inventory that is full of just fish period will slowly but surely get drained out of fish. And I will have inventory slots and I will just have constantly cooked fish then. Which is gonna be rather useful for me. I mean, we will have a constant clicking going on now because we're constantly cooking something. But don't worry about that, because we're gonna move so much around that it's not gonna be a problem. Also, let's just make whatever we can here. I plan on doing more in terms of automated cooking stuff. Like we also get the meats when we take out the boars, and if we also accidentally kill chicken. So the idea there is as well that we just have that as a constant cooking thing. I just killed the chicken. Because if we have the meats, the raw meats, constantly be cooked down, they're not in our inventory just clogging everything up. They're just being used wisely, instantly. And we just have to, at the moment at least, pop up there. Oh, my inventory is full again. And collecting every now and then. And you know what? Let's just plop that down there. Because the cooking, that's gonna be my cooking spot essentially. Because I will not need to worry about anything back here. I hate that. I won't have to worry about anything back here at all, if we're gonna be totally honest. Because that space is just, it's really not easy to see what's going on there. And I'm just gonna say, you go there and cook meat until the end of days. I don't care about that. And that way I just get full on meat resources. My food's gonna be constantly high. And if I collect anything like fish-like, it's just instantly gonna get used. So I don't need to worry about that. Everything else that I don't need, I'm gonna buy storage for eventually. But for the time being, we're gonna be looking so well fed. Because we're gonna have so many fish, period. Especially if we upgrade the catch rates for everything. We're gonna be so good. So that's my strategy for here right now. That's one thing, just constantly cook food. Every now and then swoop by, pick it up. You're gonna be flooded with food eventually. And your inventory is a little bit cleaner because you get rid of that as an unnecessary slot being taken away from you. Also, since we're gonna have so much meat. Like, seriously, I can just go over there and show you. We have 38 already again. Doesn't matter. What do I have in my inventory that is super useless? The flowers. Again, flowers. Incredibly pointless to have at this point in time. And the seaweed as well. We can have that. I'm gonna add that to the toolbar as well. Just so that I have two different meats up and ready. Okay, so much slime. Also something else that just takes up slots in our inventory right now is just period slime. So once we have the storage space for the slime as well, we're gonna be good. That cow doesn't have anywhere to go. Like seriously, that cow is just so filled up with trees here, so I'm gonna make it a little bit of space. Also, I wonder right now, do I have enough gold? I don't. Okay, so we're gonna have to wander around until we finally get enough gold so that we can finally build the bank. Again, coal's not gonna be the problem for that anymore. Okay, let's have a quick look if we can cook anything in here. We can make coins, which we're not gonna do because that is technically what we're working on. So nobody cares about that. We're gonna be totally frank. I need gold though. Lightning strikes, huh? Without raw fish, I cannot cook more raw fish. Doesn't matter too much to me right now. I mean, I could just go in here and collect them really quickly, but yeah, not necessary. Oh, level up! Gotta level up while slime hunting. Okay, that's good. That's good though. So let's go into our skills. So we could get hunting, which unlocks bows, which I'm gonna get to eventually. Right now, I don't think they're as necessary to me. So let's see, less stone and brick for structures. And that unlocks the hammer, the royal steel and the royal clothing, which is something that we're gonna need. Ladder, sewing station. Let's go for the less stone and brick for our buildings. Making everything a bit cheaper. Machinery, all structures have a 10% chance to craft double items. That's what I wanna have next, especially since we get the flour press for that. And that's gonna be useful. That's gonna be stupidly useful. So can I... Okay, I'm gonna make 5. I'm gonna make only the 5 that I need next. Yeah. And while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna take you out. Ow! Prick! So I'm gonna eat all of the oranges that I have. Why is there so many of you all of a sudden? Ow! I mean, not like I'm scared of anything here. Because I still have enough meat to just be... Oh no. But still, stop that. Seriously. Okay, we have the gold. Time to build ourselves the bank. And since the fairy is the one that definitely wanted to have us make money, and is kind of advocating for capitalism here, I'm gonna go ahead and build that out here. Oops, sorry, that's under economy. And bank right here. And now we have the bank that is ticking up constantly while we are running around and doing anything but being productive, really. And it produces 1 coin. Now, that is, sorry, a slow process overall to get some money, but we get some passive income for that. And since at this point we're still kind of limited on what we can do because of the amount of resources that we get, we have a first skeleton. This is one of the better things to do, to just go and have a bank just running and produce money for you in the long run. I'm gonna have a lot of banks overall here, because it's never a bad idea to just have a bank there. So now we have bones as well, useful. But it's not something that you should rely on solely, because, well, you're gonna be disappointed by that. I would love, because we are a little bit problematic with that, we have a lot of thread though, so I just need to collect 10 flowers if I saw it correctly. And then we can make ourselves a bigger backpack, because I was complaining about the fact that we're not having enough slots in our inventory. And also, I think we are... Do we have the flower press already, or do we get it with what I want to research next? I think we get it with what I want to research next. I'm just gonna toss the bones, because right now they're not necessary for us to have. Food. I cannot have that food. What a shame. But yeah, the flower press is gonna be useful as well. So let's craft ourselves a small backpack. It's gonna take forever, but whatever. Let's just have a quick look at what we could do. The vault is steel and brick. So we need... Well, we have... Okay, let's just... I'm gonna craft half of what we have. This iron. Take out the skeletons, because if they get too close to our base, they will want to take out our structures. And we can't stand for that, can we now? So we have all of the iron. It's just the problem that I don't have space. Well, we have the flowers that we don't need right now. So now we have that. Now let's make... How much steel do I need? So that we can make a vault. 3 steel. Okay. Actually, then just make everything that we have into steel. Because why not? And the backpack's about to be done. Boop. There we go. And ta-da! Small backpack for inventory slots. Not a lot, but still good. The slime wallet needs thread and gold. We can make the thread. I mean, it's not everything that we need, but we should be good, because we've been fighting all of the slimes as best we can. So eventually we should be good with the slime as well, because that just increases our chance for getting wait, was it coins overall? Wait. The slime wallet, coins are worth 25% more. That's what that does. And that's good for us. Especially also with having the bank producing coins in the background, which it is up to 27 already. So it is cooking up for us. So that's good. I also want to apologize if you were hoping for a lot more going on in this episode period. Like that we're doing so much more with expanding and whatnot. Today I've just focused on the economy a lot more because there's a lot of stuff still to explore overall in this. And we're just gonna have so much of an easier time exploring everything if we have a solid economy going forward. Because if we're just moving forward with essentially what we have right now, it's gonna be a big grind later on. And as you can probably guess, it's already a pretty grind heavy situation that we're going into. And if we just set everything up correctly now in the early game, later on it will go a lot smoother. There's some things out there that 100% will make stuff a little bit easier for us. But don't worry about those, we'll get them and then we will just breeze through the game. Also, I would love to make some bricks. Let's make half of what we have into bricks. This is something that we every now and then are going to do, is just make half of all of the possessions into something. Unless we have like a ton going on. Like, I'm really interested in starting to make gold and iron into a permanent contract and say like, once we have it, burn it down. I'm willing to forgo that just for a bit longer though, because we still need to do the thing in the museum and putting up raw ore and everything in there. And I hate doing that because again, we still need all of the resources, but once I start making that an automated process, well, we won't have access to the raw ores and everything anymore. So overall, I want to deal with that as soon as possible, so that that's off the table, just like we did with the coal. So that we're not being hindered by, okay, I want to go forward, but we also have to do that with the museum, because we want to get the boons that they provide for us, and it's kind of nuisance and whatnot. Doesn't matter. Also give me your poop. And if you question why we're collecting poop, don't. We just need poop. So that was, all structures have a chance to create double. And the flower press, there we go. Now we have some strong stuff that we can make. Like seriously, we have some extremely good resource grabbing stuff here now. Because if all of our buildings can produce double of what they're creating, then we, well, 10% chance of creating double of what we're telling them to. We have a potential of exploding like crazy right now. I mean, technically, if we go ahead now and tell one furnace to produce infinite amounts of, let's say, coal, we'd be so stacked with that. How much do I need still? I still need a lot of thread. I honestly wanted to make more than just that. But whatever. And we still need a lot of slime. So the slime wallet will take some time still, is the thing. But we're gonna be fine, doesn't matter. But the thing is, I think, let's just have a quick look. We should have enough to go and build ourselves the first vault. Okay, Skelly Man, and I see what you're planning to do, and I don't care about what you're wanting to do, okay? So I wanna have my vaults on this small little island here. Reason for that is, if we just pack that thing full with vaults, we're gonna be fine, we're gonna be good. Also, I wonder how much raw materials I have right now. Because I should definitely head into the museum quickly and just deposit whatever we have before I move onward with the vault. Well, actually the first vault that I'm gonna build isn't gonna have anything important inside of it that we're gonna constantly need. Because we have some resources that are good to have ultimately, but are 100% just clogging up our inventory right now. So yeah, there's some stuff that just needs to make space for better stuff. So vault goes up here, and in the vault we can now place whatever we want, and I want to place in there all of these materials like the emerald, the topaz, the amethyst and the ruby, because they at the moment will just clog up my inventory. Same goes for the poop, even though we will need that momentarily. And I'm also gonna throw in there, let's throw in there the hide as well. Hide's also something that at this point in time not as necessary for us. I want to produce a lot more vaults and just stack this island full and essentially have every resource in there. But yeah, for the time being, not necessary. I want you to... Actually, let's go in here because I want to see where we were in terms of mining. There we go, we've completed those things and that. Perfect! Now I only need these gems, which we're also gonna do eventually, and those crystals, which we have no access to yet, so whatever. But we're good with that. In terms of farming, well, you can have those. I'm not too happy about it, but whatever. In terms of foraging, I have a lot of berries, take those. And yeah, I can bring you the flowers, and those ones as well. Buildings, is there anything interesting here? Bricks, take them I guess. And here I have nothing of those. Alchemy, cooking, everything else I don't care about. So, but now the interesting thing is going on. First of all, do that. Get rid of all of that. So, I have not a lot of coal right now anymore because I just wasted a whole bunch. So, now I have those two created. You will make iron ingots forever and you will make gold ingots forever. Those 4 furnaces, or furnace, that's not the way to say that, will just constantly be cooking down the ore that we have now. Since we don't need it in the museum anymore, I can just use that and we're gonna be good. And now I have afterwards iron ingots and gold ingots like forever, essentially. And thanks to that I can just go and craft steel on demand whenever I need it. I can craft whatever else I need. So it's good to have some processes 100% automated and other stuff you do manually, because some things you will not need as many of at the beginning. Later on, maybe so. Also not a bad idea to have stuff automated. For right now, I don't need steel automated. I need steel so sparsely that it's more of a hassle to actually go and create steel, that it's not worth automating that just yet. I'm also gonna make sure that I get as many cotton things right now and flowers so that I can just finish up that as well. And the wheat, because there's so much going on here. You're hungry? Who cares? So yeah, I'm gonna mine a little bit longer. We're gonna create a little bit more of an economy here. And we're just gonna get as much stuff as possible. In case you're wondering, every time I pick up now one of the emeralds, poop or hide, it will automatically go into storage. I plan on doing that with other resources that we need more actively as well. But for the time being, I'm not doing that just for one simple reason. And that is because everything else right now that I have in my inventory is something that I more or less use on a regular basis for myself. Or that I need on hand right now. As for all of the emeralds and stuff like that, it's not important to have that. Like also, I will never have fish in that, but I will 100% have the cooked fish eventually in there, because if I just have it placed onto a hotbar, I'm still able to use that item even though in storage, which is a nice little thing. Also, I should be good with the flowers now, I think. I'm not 100% sure on the cotton. Actually I'm good with the cotton, I need more oranges. Dang it. Also, where the heck do I need the beets? Are they in here? They're in here. Oh, there's the cotton as well. I do have cotton 2 times. That's a little bit weird game. Anyway, I'm gonna try to make those things still happen. Just gonna grind some resources. Also, we're getting a level up here in a second, so let's just see what we're gonna get with that. Bop. There we go. Let's see, with that level up, what we're gonna do is, manufacturing unlocks factories, which you can guess is good, but I think we need the royal steel for that first. Capitalism. Gain XP when selling items, then items discarded from your inventory are instantly sold instead. Always a good thing. I'm not selling anything anymore though. Farming. Windmill sprinklers, don't really need that. Sponsor friendly companion, I don't need that one. I don't know why, that one just bothered the crud out of me. So I'm gonna go for sewing so that we unlock leather. Because leather is something that we need. So, in terms of the resources and what we can make right now, we should definitely have a look at our inventory here. So we have the flour press, so we need 10 flowers, 5 steel and a lot of bricks. So I cannot really do a lot there, so half of what we have gets turned into bricks again. And we're just gonna continue on crafting. How's actually our gold looking by now? Nearly 100. Oh, that's not bad. Actually, in that case, we can take a look. Buying a land. If we picked it up, we could buy whatever's down here at this point. And that might be a good thing to do. We might also... Okay, since this episode I've just really heavily focused on like doing one thing and one thing only, and that is just a lot of grinding up materials and expanding what we can do with our resources. I'd say we're gonna keep that like this in this episode, so we're not gonna buy a new island today. But ow, good hit there, buddy. What we're gonna do is for next time, we're gonna do that. So I wanna let you know, next episode we're just gonna go up there to a bank and see what the crud we can buy with the money that we have afterwards. Because I'm still gonna do a little bit of stuff here. And we're gonna just explode here eventually. I also wonder if I should make another bank right now. Because the more bank you have, the more money you make ultimately. Obviously. Because every bank produces at the same rate. So just still make the 1 coin every I don't know how many seconds. But if you have 2 banks, you create 2 every second. So you will make more. Just by sheer numbers of that. So how much? Yeah, I need the gold and I need the bricks. Let's craft ourselves some glass here. Hi there, slime. How's it going? Anything interesting? I could make a fishing rod if I wanted to. I'm gonna make 1 key you know, for eventualities. I'm gonna wait with making really anything else right now. Actually, we could make some leather here, because that just uses thread and hide. Let's just do that. Because that doesn't use just the cotton by itself. And now, I've done a lot of stuff there now. Been sitting around for a good while. Let's see, foraging. Where are my flowers? Take those. I stupidly ate most of the oranges that I collected because I had it so much in my mind. So I took them off of the hotbar so that I don't eat them anymore. In terms of farming, let's have the turnips. Let's have whatever I've got here. You take whatever there is. And you have that. In terms of mining, yeah, I could do those things. How are we looking with those actually? How are we looking with those actually? I would expect not too special. Double item! That is perfect! Double item with the keys is really good. Hi there, buddy. How's it going? Gonna call you Mr. Bones. And you're dead. But how do we look? 2, 2, 2, 1. Okay. Well, we're still far enough away for that. And we don't need them instantly, so whatever. Also, put in some sand to create some glass. We're getting so many doubles, which is so good. And we have so much money at this point. It's also good. And yeah, made us some glass. Could make 3 more of those. Whatever we have, let's craft a little bit more of our thingy brick, because we will need that. And now the interesting thing starts, because I'm so interested in doing just... We're gonna go for level 16 in this episode. That's the stop-off point. Double items for the food. See, that's why we're not gonna need a lot of fishing nets anymore in the future. Also, once we have those like fully automated, doesn't even matter anymore. But let's just see. I'm always getting sidetracked a little bit. Not the leather. I wanna go industry, the flower press. We can create that. And I'm gonna put down the flower press. Best spot for a flower press. I mean, since we have pretty much of an industry right here. With the flower press we can create sand. If we use flowers and stone, we can make crystals for flour and sand. So you see how that kind of builds itself up. And we can make landfills. So we can create land if we have the poop and sand. So sand now has a purpose. Because, well, it has another purpose. The other purpose that it had was we could just go and craft glass with it, which we need for the bottles. And I would love to make the bottles. Just need thread for that for some reason. And I still need the cotton, stupidly, for the museum. So we're getting close to that being done. Oh, so close. But once we have our fishing nets, our fishing traps finally automated, because that's a thing that we can have, we're gonna be so much smoother with sailing from there on out. So I want... We could have trade. I don't need the gambling because that's kind of a nuisance. Common and all is fun. Hunting. Again, hunting will be something super interesting for me down the line. Boots and gloves. Let's go for textiles. Yeah, sorry for the snooze. Bargaining reduces market prices by 15%. That's nice. Jewelry. Amulets, gems sell for 20% more, 5% more coins. So we're gonna really start working on our industry. But thank you very much for that. Like, seriously, thank you so much for all of that. But, sorry, that's here. Now we have slime gloves, which also need thread and flowers. And we have slime boots, which also need thread. So we are getting there. We just need a lot of thread at this point. And that's kind of high body. The problem here. Still need a lot of thread. Just pick up whatever's back there. And that's gonna be a new bottleneck here. I mean, there is farming that we could do to prevent this a little bit. And maybe we're gonna look into that. But it's such a precise thing to do that I never really relied on it. Do I have anything for here? I have oranges. I have one orange. Well, better than nothing, I would say. I still have so little of everything. Doesn't even matter if I come in here. Well, anyway, I did what I set out to do. Let's see if I can make maybe... If I make one more steel, I could make one more storage. And you know what? Let's go in there. We're gonna make one more storage. And then we're gonna leave this episode. And that's just because... First of all, storage is a good thing to have. And secondly, that we have something even more achieved. Yeah, it'll take such a long time. Hurt me plenty. Come on, there we go. Since fruit production has slowed down significantly now, just gonna... Good, we got the steel. Well, I kind of want to save up the sand right now so that we can make more land. So we have 20 structures. I want to have in here the slimes, the bones, because those are things that we don't need constantly. Then something else that we don't need on a person is the coal. Let's be totally frank, it's gonna be drained out of a pocket because we... Well, actually, once that runs low, that's kind of a dumb thing. Still need those for you. Plus, the berries can go in here technically. And I kind of said that I want to have the food in here because it does not matter too much. But we also can place those things in here. Like that's production stuff that we don't need on a person anymore. Because the raw things we have on us right now. But once we cook something away, it's just gone anyway, so doesn't matter. Because I think... No, I still need to collect the stuff if it pops out there now. So you go down. I also eventually want to have a food chest where I place all of the food inside. But yeah, let's see, because I have the ingots no longer on my person. If that is now done... Yep, it automatically collects it now. Because it's not on my person anymore. And it gets... Well... Not this time. Interesting. Do I just have a chance for that happening? No, now it collected itself. Interesting. Well, anyway, right now it seems to be a little bit wonk still. Eventually I will have stuff automatically collect itself for the storage systems. I don't need to worry about that anymore. Eventually I will have the traps empty themselves out, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. There's a lot that's gonna make our life so much easier and faster paced down the line. And again, since we've just let the bank up there do its thing for basically the whole time, we have a lot of coin with which we can go and spend some things on. I wish those chicken would poop a little bit more, so that we can really go and do something with the poop, so that we can make a lot more land. But eventually we're gonna be fine, because we can make a bricks, so whatever. I'm just gonna go and grab... Well, just killed the chicken. It happens. It happens because sometimes the chicken just runs in front of your face and then that's it. Anyway, I said I'm gonna end this episode once we reach level 16 and I lied to you about that. So let's just take out that skeleton and call it quits after that. Also, the skeleton can attack us back. It's kind of a wonder that it hasn't done so at all. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!